Hello everyone, welcome back to Susie Saves. I am Susie and hello, welcome on in. If you are new here, my name is Susie. We are a dual income household, just me and my husband, and we do cash stuffings, we do plannings, network updates, things like that to try and help inspire others to save and to also take accountability for our own. So today we are going over what we spent in September. So I won't give any spoilers, but we had quite a good month, which was interesting because we actually did quite a lot this month. But it just so happened to work out that way. So let's go ahead and dive on into it. On the first of the month, just like most everyone else, we paid rent. Our rent here, we live in the mother-in-law suite of his grandparents' house. So housing, house, I guess. And that is $800. Almost put a decimal there. This changed at the beginning of the year, but now we're also adding electricity. So the month of September's electricity will be paid in October because it comes out like halfway through the month. We were told to not worry about that one, so the next one we'll actually be paying is October's mid-November. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the months that we pay them, because these videos come out at the start of the month and I would not have paid it yet. So we didn't do a whole lot this month. I think that's one of the reasons why this stuff is so low. But we had a very big day on the 7th here, which probably was a Saturday or Sunday. It's definitely a weekend day, because we went out and we did a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so I had to get gas to refill the car because we were driving around everywhere. We went and got groceries. Then I had to pick up protein shakes. Flea medicine for the animals. And then, I guess I'll just call it the Cricut card and a Cricut card. So, gas, that's just gas. I guess I should put this under car, but I wanted to separate car maintenance from gas. So, that gas was $26 because I had a whole bunch of fuel points at Kroger, which was very nice. Groceries was $61. As a reminder, we raised our budget up to $75, so this was under budget, which is very nice. Protein shakes go under health because I am taking them for health purposes, not because I like the taste of them. And they were $26. Sometimes they're on sale for like $23 or $24. But I tend to just buy them as as I get out of them, instead of worrying about when they're on sale. Flea medicine, this is for the pets. This was $19. I just buy the packet of 3. We have 3 cats, so I use one of those a month, so it's $20 a month for that. And then the Cricut card is also for pets. We also have 2 bearded dragons. Most of what they eat is fruit and veggie, but it's good to get a little bit of protein, and we also dust them with calcium. So once a week, we'll, when we go to the grocery store, the pet store is right next to it, and we buy crickets. Because of how often we buy them, we do a card system. So you pay, how much is it? It is $15 for the card, and it gives you 12 or 11 dozen crickets. This is cheaper in the long run to do it this way because our lizards are quite large, so we have to buy large crickets, and like I said, we get them dusted. So we went through the numbers and it made more sense to buy the card. So we did a whole bunch that day. And then after that, I did finally pay that medical bill that I had been talking about. So basically I went and had an appointment at the gynecologist, but unannounced to me, I was removed from my mom's insurance earlier in the year because of my age. I didn't know if it would last until the end of the year or just that month. We never got a notification of when it was going to end, so I just kept scheduling doctor's appointments. It was fine. I was saving money for them because obviously I was expecting it to happen sometime. So the leftover for that appointment was $53. And I finally paid it because they had been bothering me about it. I went and tried to pay it last month, but the payment portal was down. So luckily when I went in this last time, I was able to pay it. Then we ate out on the 11th. We had Mexican. Dining. I used to call this eating out, but now it's called dining because we're a little bit more elevated. That was $38. Then that next weekend again on the 13th, I went and got groceries again. We go once a week to get groceries because we buy quite a lot of fruits and veggies. Groceries. And that... Oh, what in the world? No, I think that's right. This is not the weekend. This is the middle of the week. I went and picked up, I think bread? There was something that we'd missed from the grocery store, and I went and picked it up, and it was $6. Then the weekend hit, yeah. Holy mother. Okay, we did a lot this weekend. How many items is that? 6, okay. And then we did a whole bunch on the 21st. So I think this was the weekend after our trip. Yeah. So this week, there's a week in here that's like kind of missing. Oh, that's why groceries is so low too. But anyway, we went out to Red River Gorge and we spent like 4 days there. We just used our spending money for that because it was like a trip. So everything we bought on that trip was from our guilt-free spending money, and I don't track that because then I would like not spend it guilt-free. I would like think about all the little purchases that I buy, so I don't do that. So when we got back, we had some stuff we had to buy and some things we had to pay for. So for instance, I got wipers for my car because they were shot and I wanted to get them before the season changed. Those were $33. Then we went and got groceries again. And we were fully out because of our trip. So that was $68, just a little bit more there. Still under budget. Like I said, the new budget was $75, so we're doing just fine. Then we had to get more protein shakes. The protein shakes that I buy, if anyone cares, is the Muscle Milk Zero Sugar Chocolate. And there are 12 in a pack. So they only last like 2 weeks, so. I used to do protein powder, but I just I'd never found one that I liked, so I just like wouldn't take it. And they were on sale, so they were $23 that day. Then we had to get gas again, which makes sense, because we paid for the other gas during our trip with the other money. $31. Internet came out that day, so just another thing to tag on top of it. This is for the house. And this was $76. So back at the beginning of the year, this was $91. I called them and was like, please lower it. And they lowered it to $85, I think. And I called again and was like, lower it. And they lowered it to $76. Probably it's like $75, $64 or something, but I always round up, so. Okay, and that was it for the 7th. Is that right? Wipers, groceries, protein shake, gas. Oh, and we ate out at the Mexican joint again. It's real close to our house and we like it very much. I used to work there, so we're very friendly with the staff. Treat us like family. And that was $34. So, Then we did not do anything that entire week, and only on the weekend we, surprise, surprise to maybe no one, went out for Mexican food again. We try to eat out once a week. No, like, no more than once a week, but there's normally a day in there that we're like, I don't want to cook anything. So, dining, and that was $35, so $1 more that time. And then I think this was a Sunday, probably. Yeah, looks like this was a Sunday. I went out and did some stuff, so I had to get gas from driving all week. That was $35. We got our week of groceries. Which was $71. I went and got my oil change. We don't have to pay labor because we do it at home. So it was only $35, just enough for the oil and filter. And then I think I just doubled it because I didn't know if we had flea medicine at home, and I applied flea medicine on the 1st. So this was the last time going to the grocery store before the new month, and I went ahead and bought more flea medicine. Not a big deal. Better safe than sorry. That was $19. We also have to apply it around the year. Like, so technically, if the temperature is below like 45 degrees, there shouldn't be fleas out. But our one cat is very, very allergic to fleas. She like has an allergic reaction to them. She gets really itchy, and it's just an awful time. So I always just keep flea medicine on them year round to prevent that. So our total spending for the month was the lowest it's been this year, I believe. I think this is our new lowest, which is $1,504, which is fantastic. Is that true? That's less than a week of our pay. I think that's true. Yes. So we spent less this month than we make in an entire week. This is not everything we bought. Like I said, we do have our guilt-free spending that we don't count for. So we bought an Airbnb, and we went to some restaurants, we went to the Gorge, we did all that stuff with that money. But that money is on the yearly budget, like the annual budget. So we will go through that at the end of the year, and that will be a really big, cool thing to look at. I do have everything itemized, but we'll just go over the pie chart of like the actual amount and percent of our money that was spent in each category, rather than being like, well, here's what I bought for 365 days a year, because one, that would be a long video, and two, I think it wouldn't really be that helpful. I think it'd be kind of boring. I don't know. But this is fantastic. So last month, we spent $300 more. Do I have the other ones just right here? Let me see if I can find. Yeah. And then for June, we spent almost $2,000. Or July, we spent almost $2,000. In June, two different numbers here. Oh, because charity. Charity comes out like a different thing. So 18. So we've been I'm not like more frugal. We're not trying to necessarily spend less money. It's just that car repairs and different things happen at different times. Last year, when it was just me making money, this is 2 paychecks worth of my income, which I get paid every week. So that was like half of the month's income. And we had a hard rule of no more than $1,500 a month. So it's kind of nice to see that number again. I'm trying not to be like a miser and too financially restrictive, but it's nice to make sure that we don't have like a lifestyle creep happening. I've been trying to like really make sure because my husband got his job and we changed a little bit of stuff from that, and now I have a new job and I'm trying not to do anything extravagant without having the money first. So I don't know. This is nice to see, that just to make sure that we can still do this and that we're not overspending, like I was saying. But thank you all so much for being here. If you're interested in how this week turned out, the budget closeout will be on Saturday, and then we'll have a budget cash stuffing video on Sunday and a budget open video on Monday. Transfer Tuesdays videos happen on Tuesdays. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested, I have a whole bunch more personal finance videos here. I'm not a financial expert or giving any advice. This whole channel is just for accountability. It's gotten me really far, which is really exciting. A little bit of background. This channel is almost 2 years old now, so congratulations to the channel. And when I started it, I had actually like no money to my name. So it's been great to see the growth over the years, and the discipline that we've been able to build and stuff like that. So thank you for joining me on this journey. If you would like to start joining us on the journey, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. I will see you on Saturday for the budget closeout for this week. But I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you then. Have a good day, everyone. Oh, it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. Oh my Lord. Have a fantastic Thursday. Have a good day, everyone.